Welcome back to Whiskey with E. I'm Eric. Now today, not a whiskey with or without the E, but there is a relation. We have a rum coming out of Bundaberg. It is their newest release for 2023. Alright, coming off their successful Campfire Winter series. It seems like there's a summery kind of series. I mean, it doesn't say summer series. I'm just getting that vibe. Winter series, and then you got this one. Alright, Bundaberg Campfire, but this is the bourbon barrel. All right, so pretty much a blend of aged reserves and bourbon barrel finished rum, 37% alcohol. So let's have a little read at the back. A special blend of our finest aged reserves and rum allowed to rest in bourbon barrels. Add a dash of your favorite mixer, or maybe you don't. We're pretty relaxed around here. Just sit back and enjoy the good times. Alrighties, so for all those that doesn't know, Bundaberg rum is one of the, if not the biggest, rum producing distilleries in Australia. I mean, if you grew up in Australia, you would have grew up drinking Bundy and Coke. That's what they call Bundaberg. In Australia, it's called Bundy. Bundy and Coke, alright? So everyone grows up knowing Bundy and Coke if you're in Australia. So that being said, this is by no, like it's not like a limited small batch style of single pot still rum, shenanigans. No, this is pretty mass produced. I mean, even if it's limited edition, there would still be lots and lots of bottles of the limited edition, if that makes sense. But it is just 37%, so it's classed as an underproof. Overproof is over 50%, but we're not going to get into the whole politics. I'm not going to discuss about Bundaberg Rum Distillery. We're just here to discuss this. So I'm going to let you know how I feel about it. So without further ado, let's get it cracked open. Here we go. Glass. Alrighties. So here in Australia, I found this at I think local liquor, something like that. I think it was $55. You could probably find it for $50 online, but let's have a look. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, as you can see, I was enjoying a bit, so it can't all be that bad. All right, so color. The color is beautiful. All right, guys. The color is beautiful. It's like a beautiful golden. It's just golden. It's not copper. I mean, all right. There is another release in the past that they released. Now this, I really need room. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to lay it around right there. All right. So things don't smash when I try to put it in different locations. Now this was aged in white oak, so it wasn't like a ex-bourbon barrel, so you can already tell the color difference. This is dramatically a lot darker, but white oak, so it would be like virgin oak. All right, so, but this, bourbon barrels, so you are gonna definitely be getting that vanilla, the caramel from the bourbon barrels. So you know what, if you like bourbon and if you like rum, I can already tell you're gonna like this. But all right, let's break this down, guys. Let's break it down. On the nose. All right, if you know the signature Bundaberg rum note, it's almost like you could call it like a sweet caramel. You can almost say it's heading towards butterscotch, but it's its own funky rum funk. But by no means is it like a Appleton Estate, or it's not like a Jamaican rum funk or anything like that. It's its own beautiful scent, all right? It's sweet. Some may say it's maybe rubbery or something like that, but what it's doing in the with the bourbon barrels, it's got extra vanilla. It's got extra caramel. It's almost like a toasted caramel kind of vibe. Oh my goodness. You know what? Beautiful nose. if you enjoy Bundaberg rum, like even if you just enjoy the standard release, nothing special, none of the limited releases, and let's just say maybe you enjoy some bourbon, or you maybe want to try some bourbon or steer into it, this could be the one for you. I mean, it's still got the signature Bundaberg nose, but it's got this extra vanilla and caramel sweetness from the bourbon cask. There you go. You know what? Let's get right into it. Let's give it a try. Cheers, everyone. Who's tried it? Am I the first to review this on YouTube? Yes! Let's go! Nah. The first at something at last. Nah, normally I wait till years later before I review something, but I figured this time I'm gonna be the first. There you go. Alright, first sip, here we go. Oh my goodness. Now I'm thinking, is Bundaberg rum normally this smooth? Even the standard UP released underproof? Because this is smooth. I mean, alright, I know it is just 37%. Yes, I know. Very low in proof. But this is extremely smooth. Now, I don't know if it's because I'm used to drinking high proof things, and when I drink under sub 40, sub 80 proof, sub 40%, sub 80 proof whiskeys, I often feel that it tastes like water. But keep in mind, I've realized lately that, you know, I've shared some barrel proofs with someone and I'm like, isn't it taste nice and sweet? And they're like, oh, it's burning and it's hot. So I think to myself, well, if this tastes like water to me, maybe this is just nice and smooth for someone else. Hopefully it's not watery. But if you're a barrel proof drinker, yes, this is going to be extremely watery. But if you're not a barrel proof drinker and you generally drink something that's 40%, or if you enjoy rum and it's 37%, then this is going to be smooth for you. Not watery, if that makes sense. Oh my goodness. Second sip. Alright. It's like a sweet goodness, alright? But it's kind of heading towards, yes, you got the vanillas, you got the caramels, but then it's like this, I'm getting like a raisin vibe. It's almost like a raisin or a sultana, but not heading towards port cast finish. All right, so it's only a subtle hint, but other than that, it's very beautiful. It's easy drinking. But if you are a whiskey connoisseur, if you are a rum connoisseur, yes, this may be too mass produced for you, or it could be too low in proof. The finish you might look at as it's a short finish. But if you're new on your journey, and if you just maybe typically mix your rums with Coke, or you make a cocktail or something like that, then I don't know, maybe this is gonna work well with you, because it's already pretty easy drinking rum. Very smooth. Yes, I dropped the S-bomb up in here. It is smooth. It is smooth. Nah, alright. Nah, but on a real, it is really smooth, guys. Alright, let's just go in for a third sip. Yeah, no, wait, the nose, guys, the signature Bundaberg rum is the undertone, all right? Now, if you guys have had Bundaberg rum before, just picture that undertone. Now, throw in vanillas and caramels, and then that's what you got here. You know what? It's a beautiful release. I'm not sure if they're going to make this a permanent release here in Australia, if we're going to be seeing this every year in summer, but let's just say, for what it is, I mean, I've been saying for a few years now that rum is going to have a little boom. It's going to have a little, you know, a little thing, you know, people are going to start making some limited rums or getting into it, making more, what do you call it, more respectable rums. You know, I'm saying like unchill filtered, I'm saying all that jazz. you know, give me at least like an OP, like a barrel proof sort of thing. Car strength, if you want to call it. But you know what I mean? Since Australia is just so used to Bundaberg rum being its main rum that you grow up drinking and mixing with Coke, a lot of people aren't really into it and know that rum can be so diverse. Rum can be so much more. I mean, I'm sure people may have tried the different releases of Bundaberg, but even this is just a small spectrum of what rum has to offer. But respect for them to doing what they do, because without them, maybe we wouldn't even have any other rums. Because let's be frank, they are the pioneers, guys. They're like, ever since I've been little, come on, I'm pretty sure everyone here who is in Australia grew up drinking some Bundaberg rum. There you go. Alrighty, guys. Now, do I recommend you try this? If you are a Bundaberg rum drinker, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. But if you are just someone that is just out to get drunk and you're not really trying to appreciate and enjoy the flavors and you just wanted to mix it with Coke anyway, then I don't really think you need to try this, because you're just going to mix it with Coke anyway. And it's 37%. Normal Bundaberg rum is 37%. If you can just get that for cheaper price, then I don't see why you need to get this. But if you are a Bundaberg rum fan and you have been trying the different Bundaberg rum releases and you are starting to get on your rum journey and you are curious of what a little bit of bourbon barrel finished rum coming from Bundaberg tastes like, then I'd say give it a try, because there is no harm in this one. It's not going to scare you away. It's easy drinking. It's approachable. It's sweet. It's not offensive. So definitely something that would make a great gift for someone that really doesn't drink too much and who isn't a connoisseur, because maybe they won't fully appreciate this. So maybe just someone who enjoys mixing something with Coke, but that you want them to try something different, I say grab the Bundaberg Campfire. There you go. 2023 release. Notes of vanilla and toasted caramel. I'm pretty sure that's what I said too, eh? There really isn't much, you know, I'm not going to say it's the most complex rum out there, but I'm just saying out of all the Appleton Estates and all these other on the shelf in your grocery shop rums, Bundaberg to me is still the best out of the lot. That's just my opinion. But anyways, cheers everyone, drink responsibly. We've gone past 10 minutes, so I better head off and wish you all a good day. All right guys, let's just go for another one. Cheers everyone. Yeah, no bite, no burn. It's just sweet goodness. Hints of that raisin, hints of that sultana, that vanilla, that caramel. Oh my goodness. But the problem for me is the finish is a little bit short. But to the non-whiskey connoisseur, this will be smooth and beautiful. There you go. Not bad. All right, guys, I'm going to be repeating myself. I'll catch you all next time. Let me know if you enjoy products coming out of Bundaberg. There you go. Because, you know, they do release different things. Bundaberg here. I found this bottle probably a few months ago. This was released during the what is it? The Black Summer. The Black Summer. All right, we had a summer one year. It was just filled with bushfires, so regeneration can't read. Regeneration rum. Australian bushfire regeneration rum. After devastating fires, we've lost precious bushland and over 1 billion animals, aged 3 years. See what I mean? They always do these limited edition releases. And you know what? To me, that's pretty cool. It gets people into it. And especially if you're not a whiskey connoisseur, you can afford Bundaberg. You can afford to start a rum collection, a whiskey collection, as low as $50, because that's roughly how much they're going to be selling their little releases for. So it's not going to break the bank, and it gets you to try different variants of their rum. There you go. All right, guys, I'm going to catch you all later. All right, catch you all next time. Drink responsibly, all.